Well, tires are still absolutely shot from our last track day, and our new wheels and tires haven't shown up yet. So, for very good reason, we're heading somewhere super special to do some awesome upgrades on the M2 today. Today's mission for the M2, improving a little bit of safety and a little bit of handling. Don't mess around. It's been almost 2 minutes and the seat's already out, interior is getting ripped out. We got a lot going on today. Welcome to Studio RSR, the one-stop shop for everything race car, track performance, car parts stuff. This place is awesome. You guys probably, if you've heard of Studio RSR, know them for their cages, which is just one part of what we have going on today. Studio RSR is a place where you can buy parts, get them installed here. They help with track preparation, race car building. As you guys can see, maybe later on in the video, I'll walk around and show you some of the race cars they have in here because it's quite amazing. Today, they're kind enough to help us and let us into their shop today to do some work on the M2. Now, I told you guys today, we're working a little bit on safety as well as handling. And number one thing we have today is the Studio RSR cage that is brand new for the M2, which looks absolutely phenomenal. So I went with a super poppy loud color in the red because number one, we have the red M brakes. Number two, the seat that was supposed to be here will have a little bit of red in it, which unfortunately it's not here because they made it for the 2024 season. So it lasts longer, so it'll be coming next year, but that's a long story. Anyways, we picked red. It's gonna look really awesome in the interior. It's gonna help us with rigidity in the car. I could say even a little bit of handling, but most definitely safety, be able to run harnesses with our new seat and everything. We are truly getting this car set up and ready to go. What's up, Nick? Good to see you, man. Number two project for today, we have, these are prototype springs, right? These aren't even really released yet.
Correct.
So while our coilovers are getting made, we wanted to do something to help with the ride height and also just suspension handling. So Swift actually made prototype springs to fit on your OEM shocks, which we're gonna be installing today as well to give us a little bit of a drop and better handling. Let's check out what we got here. Now, I think I'm downplaying what's going on today just a little bit because at least interior wise, we're kind of going full send here. And we'll talk about that in just a bit. But here are the Swift springs that are gonna be going on our stock shocks today. This is really nice. This is gonna be super cool just in time or just while we don't have our like full suspension. This will be a great upgrade. And to go along with this, I left a package in the truck. We have camber plates for the front suspension. Okay, nice. To be able to run our big fat tires.
Sick, yeah, because I do know like with the stock suspension, the camber's a little whack. So definitely adding a little bit more negative camber will definitely help.
Okay. So we'll put a bookmark on this for now. We're gonna hop in the interior and show you guys what we have going on for the cage. So I mean, it's already kind of done over here. I can't see back there yet, but I'll let you guys check this out. For the interior, we're obviously pulling the front seats, but in a sense going full send in the rear because all of this interior back here is coming out. To make this car a true race car, we're building it out for the class we're running in GTA as well as Grid Life, which means putting this cage in, we're allowed to strip the entire rear interior. And theoretically, I believe we're actually able to strip the front interior, but I do want this car to be half street car, half race car. So what you guys are gonna see today is a full transformation from the rear being completely gutted and gone, all panels, speakers, seats, everything, and putting a cage into the rear. So gonna give you guys the full race car transformation today. Be careful on the bottom for the metal. Got that?
The flashlight is falling.
Okay. Oh, she's pretty naked now.
Getting there, yeah. Getting close.
One thing I'm noticing about this car is how easily it is to disassemble. It's almost like they kind of want you to do this. So that's how I'm justifying it.
Alright.
It's actually kind of heavy.
Yeah, it's not too bad. The speaker is the bulk of the weight. Probably 4 or 5 pounds.
Well, when I told you guys we were going full send today, we're really going full send. The rear end is fully stripped. There is essentially everything that just came out of the car. I think with the seats, granted we have to put the seats back in because like I said, my aftermarket ones haven't shown up yet. With the seats out, all of this stuff is probably saving us around 100 pounds inside of the car, which is ridiculous. I really wish we had our scale to give you guys a more accurate reading, but the speakers out of the rear, the seats, all of these panels, it makes a massive difference in this thing. And it's gonna be awesome, but it's party in the back, all business in the front, baby. We still got comfortability in the front, but in the rear, we shaved off a ton of weight. What do you think, Tim?
I'm excited because this is cool.
This is really cool.
It's like, let's just take a brand new car and strip everything out of it.
Race car, baby. I told you guys.
It's gonna look so
and it
sick
looks
with that.
sick with the cage. Yeah, the cage bleeds into the trunk of the car. Makes it so much cooler. It's gonna be awesome.
We're doing this in the name of safety.
Now that we got the party section done, it's time to put the cage in. Relatively easy install, I would say. I mean, these guys do it every day, but I have to say probably 30 minutes, the entire rear end was taken out, and probably pretty much same time frame for the cage. I want to see them do this. It's crazy.
So we need to go underneath the power cable here. Yep.
Intermission in our cage installation because we figured out that the measurements for the sunroof car and the carbon roof car are two completely separate things. We didn't even think about that before installing the cage. So what they're gonna do is modify the cage real fast, weld the feet on them to make it a little bit shorter since I do have the entire mechanism for the sunroof. Again, unfortunately, but not a big deal because they're gonna modify it here and do it while their welder is modifying our cage. That just gives us a little bit of time to go ahead and install the Swift springs while he's doing that. You can hear him cutting and doing stuff right now. So pause on the cage, let's work on the Swift springs. All right, so I figured this is a good time to go ahead and unbox what we have. Our first package from our friend Jackie over at PhD Racing. A lot of you guys have messaged us and commented on the videos that we should work with Jackie. Well, to your surprise, we actually are already. So Jackie's been an awesome help, helping us like decide things for the build and giving us ideas and stuff. So number one, we have a few packages coming from Jackie, but our first package had to come for today because we're doing the springs. And what's in this box here are camber plates. Check this out. Okay, anticlimactic when we open one of these. So much adjustability and they're absolutely sick. So our biggest problem on track last time was the alignment just eating away at our tires. The car needs camber and this is gonna help a ton, at least for the front. And also has like a little adjustment lever right there so you can see how much you're actually adding, which is cool. So we're gonna go ahead and install these along with the Swift springs on our stock shocks, which will be perfectly fine for right now. So again, big thank you to Jackie and the PhD Racing team. I'm excited for everything else we have. I'm starting to like this car more and more every day.
Honestly, dude, people like give BMW crap, but
yeah, they get it.
I love working on these cars.
Yeah,
I'd rather work on this than a freaking Ford or Chevy. Like, I love these cars.
This is so sick, man. Learning different things every time we get this car into the shop. Now it's really cool. I'm super thankful for the RSR team for wanting to help us out and work on the car here at the shop to kind of show off what they do here. But it's super cool. Very simple. Here's our new Swift spring right there. You see how easy that was?
Yeah.
Just goes right back on. That's gonna be sick. What you replace when you do the camber top hat right here. So
Yes.
take a look at that. No adjustability. That's pretty
Correct.
sick. Really, I hope you guys can see on camera, but you can actually, there we go, you can actually see your camber adjustment from the top out. You will have to remove this piece of plastic, but they make it super easy to not only work on, but just adjust everything and see. This is really nice. I'm actually really stoked.
Yeah, it's super awesome.
If we ever have any problems, this is going to be such an easy and awesome car to work on. I'm telling you guys, every day I'm falling more and more in love.
Turning into a Euro boy.
Maybe we'll get an M3 next, you know? Have the family M3.
Four-door M3.
The family M3 and the race car M2. That sounds kind of nice. Stock spring versus our Swift spring real fast. Actually a pretty gigantic difference.
I believe the Swift drops it like 1.5 inches to 2 inches.
It's like a perfect, it's perfect height, yeah.
Literally, yeah. I had them on my my Supra. Was like dead.
Yeah, perfect. That's gonna be awesome. All right, so there's the Swift versus our old OEM. Side one complete. Time to work on passenger side. As you guys can see, it's a fairly easy progress. So I'm gonna go ahead and knock this out another probably 10 minutes and we'll be good to go on the springs. And it looks like over here, our cage has been complete. Just chopped it up a little bit and made it be able to fit with the sunroof. Well, fronts are complete. I am super stoked to see this thing on the ground. Now all it's left to do is the rear, but this is super easy because it's a divorce setup. So again, we want to take out the entire strut. We can just drop the suspension a little bit and the spring should just come right out. Again, extremely easy. That's crazy. Right off the knuckle and the shock itself, and the spring comes right out. Pretty good. Check out OEM. Yeah, it's like a decent drop. It's gonna look really good. I think this might have been the easiest day working on cars literally ever, and still something went wrong with the cage. Still super easy. This was amazing. Springs installed, good to go. We're gonna lower this thing down for the first time. You guys get to see it with a little bit of a drop, which is gonna be nice. We'll pull this thing back and then finally install the cage, which is gonna set everything off. Nice. Oh, so much better. Man, just that little bit of a drop made such a big difference. I'm excited to feel how this thing drives now as well. I mean, with the combination of the springs plus the cage and all the stuff we gutted, it's gonna be pretty gnarly. Round two. You know how they have like passenger princess?
Yeah.
Today I feel like I'm shop princess. This is so nice. We haven't done a single thing.
Good for you, huh?
Yeah, you guys are killing it, man. Thank you.
Oh, no worries.
Get to show you guys the RSR craftsmanship here. Which seriously, this is the easiest day of working on cars of all time.
Oh, nice. Good. I'm glad.
The cage looks sick. Perfect finishing touch for today, even though it's supposed to be the start.
Yeah, so it's basically just going to go over like this. The carpet comes up like that. Yep, and then going to go like that. Just like that, yep.
Nice, that fits way better.
Yeah, now you're not hitting. So just lift this up. Right up to
Wiggle it a little bit.
a little bit.
There you go. I think mine's in.
Alright, yeah, right there I leave it like that.
fits nice and snug, doesn't interfere with the sunroof. In case any of you guys have sunroofs as well, looks really, really nice. That red was a good choice.
100%.
It's sick.
Especially with the black.
And just like that, the M2 is complete. We have the Studio RSR cage in the rear, as well as the Swift springs, which are absolutely fantastic. I can't wait to get this thing out of the shop and actually drive it and feel how it feels with the gutted rear, the cage, and now the springs, which is really cool. So they're actually gonna code out all the codes I'm gonna have for taking everything out, which we're gonna have to do again once the seats come in, but we'll worry about that later. Overall, super stoked on how awesome the M2 came out today, and massive thank you again to the Studio RSR group. If you guys get anything done in your car and you are in the LA-ish area, I'm gonna leave all the links and stuff to Studio RSR down the description box below. You can get your parts here, get your car worked on here, serviced here. Actually, speaking of getting a car serviced here, we have our bigger brother here, an M4, but what's really cool, it's kind of our twin, because he also has satin PPF on his black M4 with Valvetronic exhaust, just the stainless steel version, which is super cool. So if you guys need service, track prep, race prep, whatever the case, Studio RSR has got you guys covered. So we're gonna go ahead and finish this up, get everything coated out, get this thing out of this shop, and get it back to our shop and do a full walk around for you guys and show you how awesome the M2 came out. Well, the car made it home safe and sound. Quick update, I was really hoping our tires were gonna show up in time because we actually got our wheels in, and I wanted to give you guys a little teaser of the car on its new setup, but it didn't come in time. Anyways, car made it home safe and sound. Essentially, I can't really drive it because the tires are still really destroyed from our track day. So it's been sitting, but we've given the car time to settle, and all the new Swift springs, this thing actually looks insane. It's settled a lot from when we put them on at Studio RSR, and it looks so good. From the rear, I mean, just the springs gives the car such a different look. Let's check out from the front up here. Oh, it's so good, guys. It looks insane. I'm in love. Now just imagine it with big, meaty, wide wheels and tires. It's gonna look awesome. So very successful day at Studio RSR. I'm gonna show you guys the cage real fast one more time. All buttoned up. Like we said in the video, party in the back, all business up front, baby. This thing is so cool. And I did drive it a little bit in the rain. I can say the driving experience with the car gutted in the rear is so much better. The exhaust sound is so good in the cabin, as well as just the feeling of the car with the springs and the cage makes a big difference. And I'm excited to throw some wheels and tires on this thing and go for another proper track day to get a very good baseline on what springs, wheels, and tires can do to the car. But anyways, today was fantastic with Studio RSR. Another big thank you to them for taking care of us. And for once, Tim and I not working in the garage. It was a little weird, but actually really nice because they know exactly what they were doing and they got this done so fast. This is just another chapter in the M2 story and a big step forward. We've been stacking up some mods. So in the next video, you guys should see the wheels and tires, track day, and even maybe some power mods that we've been stacking up. So stay tuned for all that. Hope you guys are enjoying the M2 series. And of course, if you have been enjoying all the content in the M2 series, don't forget to leave us a like, as well as a comment down in the description, hashtag made it to the end. And of course, we just hit 780,000 subscribers. We're making our way to 800K. And if you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and we'll see you guys for the next video. Peace out.